most special feeling. I thought that 2012 opening ceremony in London, carrying the flag for my country, the opening ceremony, opening the Olympic Games, is the best feeling that an athlete could have. Until today, this kind of supersedes everything that I imagined, that hoped that I could experience and that I could feel. You know, I was saying that representing my country has been always the greatest priority and honor for me, whether it's Olympic Games or Davis Cup or anywhere that I can carry proudly the Serbian flag is something that really drives me and motivates me like nothing else. And the fact that I won the bronze in the first Olympic Games and ever since then failed to win the medal, and played 3 out of 4 Olympic Games in semifinals and couldn't overcome that obstacle. And then now at age 37, with 21-year-old that is probably the best player in the world right now, winning Roland-Garros and Wimbledon back-to-back, playing incredible tennis. Just when I take everything in consideration, this probably is the biggest sporting success I've ever had in my career.
Hey Novak, congratulations. I mean, that level that you brought out, certainly the best you've played in a really long time. Where exactly, did it come from? Did you know you had it from the first shots during the warm-up? And what was it like to be going through that and seeing him matching you game for game and pushing you to the edge, and knowing that the slightest sort of slip-up would probably cost you the match?
Well, this year has been a little bit strange for me, obviously, not winning a title after many years of at least winning one title up to the kind of mid-season section of the calendar. But I was saying that Grand Slams and Olympic Games are the biggest goal for this season, and particularly Olympic Games, knowing that could be my last chance, my last swing at the gold medal. So I did everything I possibly can to prepare myself for this period of Roland-Garros, Wimbledon, and Olympic Games in the best possible way, to raise form when it needs to be raised, and basically be at the peak of my abilities. Then, obviously the injury that occurred here in Roland-Garros sidetracked me a little bit, but I still managed to play Wimbledon, and wasn't maybe expecting so much from that tournament, but I played finals, which was a big success. I was dominated in the finals by Alcaraz, who was a far better player. But then coming into these Olympic Games, I said that I feel like I'm a different player comparing to the player I was in Wimbledon, in terms of how I move, in terms of how I play, in terms of how I feel. And Wimbledon was super important for me because it brought that confidence in the movement for the knee itself, and also confidence on my game, basically. So I didn't need too much motivation, because motivation is already there by default of representing my country at Olympic Games. There is no greater motivation and inspiration than that. So I was ready for this tournament, and I didn't drop a set the entire tournament. I knew already in the first opening 2 rounds, the way I was playing, like that this is my chance. If it's ever going to be, it's going to be now. And when I qualified for the finals, I felt a big relief, because that's the hurdle I wasn't able to surpass in the past. And I did celebrate like I won the tournament, but of course I wanted gold, and I knew that it's going to take the highest mountain to climb at the moment, probably the highest one, playing Alcaraz, who is in incredible form. I think the fact that I lost as easy as I did against him in the finals of Wimbledon actually kind of worked in my favor, because I knew that I could not probably do worse than that. The way I played and the way I felt against him on the court. So I knew that it's going to be a different match. I just felt it. And as for the match, I think it was fair that both sets were decided in a tiebreak. We both played on a very high level, I think, almost 3 hours for 2 sets. I don't think I've ever played, maybe a few times in my life, on such a high level, intensely for 3 hours on the 2 sets. I cannot even imagine if I lost that second set, what would be in the third. But you know, credit to him, congratulations to him for a great tournament, great fighting spirit. He's an amazing guy, get along very well with him, and tremendous respect for him as a player. He showed once again great fighting spirit, even though he lost an hour and a half first set, the tiebreak, he still kept going, kept believing, kept pushing himself. I did too, so we really went toe to toe, and that's why I didn't really want to get carried away with the fact that I'm leading in the second set tiebreak, or 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, whatever it was. I was just trying to focus on every next point because you know, I did have a lot of chances also during those couple sets to break him, but he was always finding his best game when it mattered. And then when I saw that last forehand pass him, you know, the intensity of the emotions that I felt at that moment was just something I never felt in the tennis court.
I know, congratulations. You've referenced this throughout the week, but I'm curious if you could kind of put into words how difficult the pursuit of this this gold medal has been, what the toughest moments were, and if you ever actually doubted at one point that it would happen for you.
There are always doubts. Absolutely, I had doubts. But the belief and the conviction that I can make it is stronger than my doubts. It always has been the case throughout my career. And I knew that it's going to happen. It was just a matter of when it's going to happen. Olympic Games come every 4 years, so the opportunity to win gold for a country is very rare. And I knew the fact that I'm 37 and I don't know how many more chances I'll have. I knew everything. And of course, you know, I have to deal with that internally. I have to, you know, try to silence all the noise around me and distractions and focus on what needs to be done on the court. And that's the biggest battle, you know, to win. And I'm super thrilled that I managed to do it here in a way that I did it against, you know, a guy who is, as I said, best in the world at the moment, you know, with his game. I'm just over the moon, honestly. Everything that I felt in that moment when I won really surpassed everything I thought or hoped that it's going to be, you know. And as I said at the beginning, I thought that carrying the flag in opening ceremony is the best feeling ever, until I, you know, experienced this today, and being on that court with Serbian flag raising and singing Serbian anthem and carrying the gold around my neck is just, I think nothing can beat that really in terms of professional sport.
Novak, my colleague spoke a couple of days ago with your former coach Marian Vajda before semi-finals, and Marian said that he has no doubt you're going to become Olympic champion. And he obviously believed in you this week, but he said even if you didn't win it this week, that you would go to Los Angeles and win it as a 41-year-old. Maybe your reaction to this quote, and if he's right, that now it's obviously hypothetical, but that this was such a huge goal for you that you would try it until you get it done.
Of course. That's why Marian said it, because he knows me very well. And knows me as good as my parents know me. Maros is always my family member, is one of the dearest people in my life. And so it's true. I would be still. I mean, look, I want to play in Los Angeles. You know, I enjoy playing for my country in Olympic Games, particularly in Davis Cup. It's something that, you know, being part of the team, you know. He's making fun of my calendar goals playing in Los Angeles. I don't know if he's laughing because he thinks it's unrealistic or he's laughing because he's like, okay, another 4 years with this guy. But nevertheless, big hugs to Maros. I love him, and he was right.
And Novak, this is Ronnie from Bangladesh. Huge congratulations, obviously. Now that you have won your long desired Olympic gold, do you feel that your career is complete, or anything else is yet to achieve?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, it's complete because I completed, all the achievements with this gold medal, but no, because I love this sport. I don't play it only to win the tournament. I play it because I really love competition. I love the drive every day, every week of training my body, perfecting my game, improving myself still at this age. This sport has given me so much in my life. I try to give back to the sport with dedication, primarily, and the sacrifice that I put on the court every single day when nobody's watching. And I do it as hard as any young player out there on the world right now. I promise you that. I do it as hard and maybe even harder than anybody else. And so these kind of successes are not coincidences, they come as a result of incredible effort from my side and of course people who are around. So yeah, I don't know about future, to be honest. I really want to be in the present moment, to celebrate, worked very hard, sacrificed a lot to be in this moment. It was a long journey, many years of dreaming to be holding the gold medal, so now it's about happiness, joy, and celebration.
Hi Novak. 18 years ago you won your first tournament in the Netherlands. Now you're hanging,
Yeah.
You're sitting here with the gold medal on your neck. Is it really something that the circle is now fulfilled?
Yeah.
Is it clear? Or?
Yeah, I remember very well my first trophy of ATP Tour in Netherlands. My trophy was iPod. So it's a little bit different feeling when you hold the gold medal around your neck than iPod. But nevertheless, it was a special iPod because it is the first trophy, professional tennis of ATP Tour level for me. And an incredible journey, really. I was reflecting on it recently with my wife, who was there, as my girlfriend. We just started dating around that time. And Marian Vaida, that we just mentioned, is my coach at that point. So they were the two persons that were with me to celebrate that win. And of course, Netherlands, for that reason, will always have a special place in my heart. And yeah, it's quite a journey to come to where I am right now, and cannot be happier about it.
Hi Novak, congratulations. Nadal said to us earlier this week that an Olympic gold medal is the hardest thing to win. Do you agree with that? And have you also seen that he's congratulated you?
No, I have not seen, honestly. I haven't taken my phone at all. I've been with you guys and your colleagues for the last hour. I thank him for congratulating me. And it means a lot coming from a great champion and a legend of our sport. And my greatest rival, of course. Considering my journey and my trajectory that I described recently to all of you guys, I would then probably agree that, for me, in my case, it was the most difficult, obstacle to overcome and win. I don't know. It's hard to say whether an Olympic tournament it's harder to win than a Grand Slam. It's hard to say because it happens that in many Olympic Games, not everyone is playing, like it was in fact here with Sinner pulling out and so forth. But the fact that it's coming every 4 years, it's so rare, and the paramount pressure that you feel to represent your country, and expectations that all the people have from you, regardless of everything you have achieved in your individual career. Olympics are different. So you have to bring a medal. And so yeah, so that's why it's super hard to achieve this.
No, here in the back, I'm curious, what did you say in the middle of the court when you pointed the sky, you shouted something very emotional?
Glory to the God. Glory to the God. And I was expressing my gratitude to the Almighty Superior who gave me the faith and the opportunity to be where I am.
Mm-hmm. And also, after achieving everything in tennis, so are you thinking something outside of tennis, maybe president of Serbia or something?
My friend, I'm happy with where I am in my life, and I'll just try to be in the moment and enjoy what I'm experiencing.
We have time for one last English question.
Novak, hi, this is Abhi from India. First of all, congratulations for the gold medal. You won 24 slams, Davis Cup, and now gold medal. Where this gold medal stands in your achievements, maybe at the top or?
I think I answered that question before, but I'm happy to repeat that it's definitely stands out as the biggest sporting achievement I had because of all the circumstances and all the things that along the journey that I had to face, encounter, experience, and go through. The kind of the failures on the other Olympic Games where I lost semifinals and wasn't able to bring a medal, you know, for many years to my country, and that was catching up with me, you know, and it was building the pressure even more and more. And that's why where I am at this moment in time in my career, in my life, this stands out as the highest of the highest.